back again. So I started the main mast. I accidentally, without pushing the record button, assembled the platform here, which is really easy. It's 3 pieces of wood, which is 2 by 2 millimeters, and you have some pieces here. Oh, I can't remember what what number they have. Let's see here. I think it's MT28, and that's on the sprue where the platform is as well. And then it's basically just a matter of lining everything up, making sure everything is straight, and it fits on the on the mast. See, there's a little hole there. Goes on the mast, and then you determine how long it goes down by having the top mast that you put. The top mast bottom here needs to go down to the second hole in front, and like so. So it needs to be a little bit more down, like so, and then you align it, make sure everything is straight as possible, and then you glue it. And then you put these small pieces on here. I don't know what they're called, basically, the nautical term for them, but they sit on the mast and goes up and kind of holds the platform like so. So before I assemble everything, I am going to make sure that this is. I'm going to take this off. And I'm gonna have to take the foremast and put them on so they're completely straight down here, because these pins here, they need to be at the same height on the foremast and the main mast, and actually also on the mizzen mast. So I made everything. I measured everything, and I'm pretty much ready to go on doing that. And luckily, we don't need as much work on the main mast as we do on the foremast. It doesn't have nearly as many blocks, and it doesn't have the extra piece of wood here, and not these here, because there's no yards on the main mast. It's only yards on the foremast. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, I might be a little bit weird, but I always use a small punch to just indicate the hole where I need to drill. And then I take my little drill. Not supposed to be that big, because it's only gonna have some eyeballs in it. Just make sure that you drill straight. I just use my fingers because these drills are brand new and they're really sharp. And also I don't want to break them. They're really thin, so it doesn't take that much. Once I drill the holes, I'm going to put in the eyeballs and then the pins, as you saw me do on the first mast, on the foremast, and then I'm going to clean them up. So once I drill the hole, I'm going to clean everything up. I'm going to give it a second layer of what's it called? This thing here, stain, walnut stain. So everything is the same color. I'm also using slightly some dry brushing, some black, to indicate some wear and tear. Yeah. So I'm still going to wither the mast a little bit. I'm a little bit undecided if I should do something with the ropes that goes around. It goes around the mast. If I'm going to do anything to them, I'm just going to leave them. But we'll see. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue with this. I'm going to drill all the 8 holes, because you're going to need 8 eyeballs and 8 pins, and then it's all done, and then we can go back to the do the railing here, which is basically just measuring the length of the cover that you're going to use and drill 2 holes in the appropriate length and put that in there, and then put on some bolts, not bolts, sorry, put on some blocks, and then the lower part of the mast is done, and then we need to do the crow's nest on the top mast. So I'm just going to continue with doing this and get back to you once we're ready to go with the crow's nest. So see you later. Cheers. Hi guys, so I'm going to start the mizzen mast. I just put out the lathe. I posted a picture saying I had fun with doing the mast for Fram, and a lot of people has asked about the about this lathe here, and it's the Proxxon DB 250. It's really not a neat to have, but it's a very, very, very nice to have piece of tool. You can use these. You can sand these by hand if you want to, or you can use a drill to put it in the drill and spin it and then sand it like that. You can even use a little what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Kind of one that peels off the wood. I can't remember what it's called in English. And then sand it. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. I like to use this one because I am a complete tool freak, and I love hobby tools in particular. So basically, it's really easy. You just put in the this is like when you buy it. This is I think this is extra options that you need to buy, and then you can put it in the mount here. There's a hole all the way through it, so you can actually just put it behind it and it will come out like so. I can't remember the most size. I think it goes up to I can't remember. This is 6 millimeters, and I can't remember. I think it's about what it can handle is about this size here, which is probably 10 millimeters. Yeah, it's about 10 millimeters. So it can handle up to 10 millimeters. But if you buy this this chuck here, you can you don't need to put it all the way in the machine. You can just have it in this chuck. And I just learned today that you can this shin here. You can actually get that as a spare part. Then you can pop off this part here, and you can extend the whole thing, so you can make really long masts if you want to do that. But yeah, you just put it through here, tighten the chuck here, and like so. So this is tightened. This is just a piece of help that you can lay your tools on, and then you actually you can use this one to find the middle of the piece that you're gonna use it for. It makes a cross, and that cross will be the absolute middle of the wood. But I'm just gonna wing it, basically, like so much else in life. Then you just tighten this screw here, so this here can move. Loosen this screw, and then you can turn this one, and then it pushes this little pin into the wood, like so. So everything is nice and stiff, the way that she likes it. And then you just turn this and tighten this one. These are not the Proxxon tools that you can buy. I bought these on, I can't remember where I bought these, but these I kind of like to do, or like to use. And I can't remember it when you buy it if there's a tool set with the I can't remember what these are called. I can't remember if there's a set of these with the lathe, or you need to buy it on the side. But there is a specific tool set for the lathe. And here you just turn it on and off. Remember to take this off, otherwise it's going to be popping off. And this here is actually one where you can't see anything. Sorry. There we go. Turn on and off here, and here is where you put up the RPMs, like so, and then you can start working with the machine. I usually just use this for the end of the mast. Sorry, there we go. I use this for the end of the mast because this is where I need to put or to take off most of the wood. So I put it here in about 2 millimeters away from the wood, and then I just start working all the way down like so, and that gives a very smooth and even shape to the mast, and I finish off obviously with sandpaper. Anyways, just a small detour of the tool that I'm using. Highly recommendable if you like tools, it doesn't need to be a Proxxon. I love Proxxon, but it doesn't need to be a Proxxon, but it does really make the job a lot easier, and I'm all for that. And again, I'm completely a tool maniac. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop here and start making the mizzen mast here. Right, cheers. The mizzen mast is all done. This is the length, and this is how it's going to look. It's going to be obviously stained with Sapelli walnut. No, sorry, the Occre walnut. And while I was at it, so I could turn it or put it away for good, I did the booms for the mast, and also the yards. So this has a little bit of a notch here, and is a little bit thinner at the end than the rest of the yard. So I did that, and so now I'm all done with the booms and the yards. I'm not gonna do anything to them at the moment. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna do the mizzen mast, and once that is complete, I'm pretty much gonna end the video here, because otherwise it's gonna be really long. That's what I do. Luckily, it's not so much. It reminds me of. It reminds a lot of the foremast. We need to do the this piece here. We don't have an extra boom in front, but we still have to do all the pins here at the bottom. Obviously, that needs to be a little bit higher, because otherwise it's gonna coincide with the bridge of the boat. So yeah, shouldn't take too long. Once that is done, I'm again ending the video. So this is the last time I'm going to speak. I will see you again in the next one. I might put in yeah, I don't know, but yeah, make the mizzen mast. So see you later. And yeah, so this is the mizzen mast pretty much done. It's really simple. You do the row of pins here. Then I took 2x2 list, did the measurements on the plan, and took some again 2x2 and put it underneath to hold the two, and that's basically it. Now we just need to sand everything, sand them so they're nice and smooth, and then drill holes for the brass that comes in to hold the boom. Drill 2 holes and then bend this in a 90-degree angle and put it in, just like we did on the main mast and on the foremast. Basically completely the same. And then a lot of blocks. Actually, it's not that many blocks, not compared to what was on the foremast. I think we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 7 6 or 7 blocks we need to tie on. I can come back and show you how I do that. Nothing fancy about that at all. So yeah, I'm just going to clean this up, and then repaint it all black again. Remember to make the 1mm holes at the end of these two. I don't know what they're called. These two small lists here, and you have to do the same on the foremast actually, on those two here as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and the thumbnail photo is gonna be Fram with all 3 masts embedded in her. So that's it for me this time. Thank you very much for joining me for the Fram build. I'm not quite sure if the next video I will go ahead and start the diorama, at least the cutout of the diorama, and then we're probably going to get to rigging. I haven't glued this last top mast on. I haven't done that for a reason, and that's because that I'm gonna do some rigging, and it's easier to put the rigging on over that and take it down here underneath than it is to glue this and then figure out how to go inside. Come on, there we go. Instead of going around the around that little piece here of mast here, then just put it all the way down and just have them hanging. Once they're hanging, I can glue this piece on. Then I still need to drill a hole and put an eye bolt in here as well. But anyways, that's it for me this time. Thank you very much for joining me again. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. Makes me want to go. Makes me want to keep going. Sorry. But anyways, thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.